Welcome back, everybody. We finally got a couple parts in for the old cab truck here. And a little bit's changed. So you can see I pulled the cab back off. That way I can final weld all the cab mounts and final weld all the cab mounts. Bought all the 4-link and everything under it without the cab on it. Just makes it easier. I chopped the frame off back here at the back, and then I went in there last night and I plated with 1/4 inch, boxed it out so we got something strong to tie our 4-link brackets to. I said I was gonna wait to 4-link it. I was like, screw it, we're gonna do it. So we got heims. We've got some lower heims right there in that box. We've got the upper heims on the way. So the front is getting all hand-me-down stuff, and yeah, it's getting a bunch of stuff. You can see here we got all the front link bars. I hope I got the measurement right on these, because I had to guess and remember what it used to be. But it's got 7/8. Well, actually, if you may be technical, it's got a 7/8 by 7/8 heim there, 7/8 by 3/4 heim there, 7/8 by 3/4 heim, and 7/8 by 3/4 heim. Yeah, and then all the uppers are 3/4 by 3/4. They're actually the link bars out of the back of the Comanche. I just cut and shortened them. And then I went through here because last time this truck was together. Oh, I forgot, I gotta take this tire off. You gotta finish drilling these holes out. These were 1/2 inch. I had to move it up to 5/8. Had to drill them out to 5/8 because that's what all of our high misalignment spacers are now. That was a job, drilling all them out. Wish I'd have done it before I put the motor and transmission stuff in, but I was not pulling it back out. So you can see, like here, I had to blow a hole in the frame so I could drill that mount out. And then I might have to pull this tire and this brake caliper off just to drill that one out. I cut a drill bit shorter to get them. It's been a mess, but we're getting there. It's getting there, slowly coming together. Hopefully tonight I'll get the front end bolted under it. And between today and tomorrow, get everything fully welded out, all the cab mount stuff, and get the cab back on it. And hopefully tomorrow or Friday, our tube's here, so we can start on the cage. Well, I lied to you. Once I get the fronts bolted under here, before I put the cab on, I'm gonna start mapping out the back 4-link. So I ain't got to lay under a cab to weld all them in. But I'm pretty sure my uppers are going to be funky or something. So I might have to build some. Might have to wait for the cage. Not 100% on that. We'll worry about that when we get there. But yeah, I just want to give y'all a little update before I do all this. So I'm about to get this stuff bolted in here. While I get this stuff bolted in here, y'all watch the time lapse of me welding these 4-link bars up, getting all them done, and putting all the 4-link bars under the front end. So y'all check that out, and I'm gonna get back to work. So a lot's changed since the time lapse y'all seen. I don't know. Wham! Ooh! So I kind of got in my groove, and I just kept chucking on. Got the front end bolted in. All the bolts got to be tightened down. Daddy got the high steer arms on it. And Well, I obviously got tires bolted on it. And we got all the rear 4-link done. I'm gonna go through here and change all these nuts out for lock nuts. But I just gotta go in here and where I cut this out when I put leaf springs back on this axle. I gotta do something here to brace that back up. But the 4-link's in it. Do some little painting on it before we put the cab back on it. Made me a pinion brace here. Bolted that. Come up here and welded it there. But I think it turned out pretty slick. Trying something just a little different with bar angles and stuff. I don't know the exact math, so I ain't gonna get into math. But we're gonna try something. We're just gonna try. We're trying to. I guess it'd be a lot lower anti-squat. She got food over here. And then I had to drop these down a little bit lower than I'd like. So we got some skids here. I know it's got a little bit of a ledge there. I'll probably go back in there and put some more weld in there and build that up. But yeah, hopefully that'll help transition to a link bar. Got the cab mounts. Got the cab mounts welded out. Got the rear cab mounts welded out. What else was it? Thought there was something else. No, I think that's it. So all the 4-links done. Just need to go through there and church some little things up. Everything's welded out. Just gotta go through and put nut stuff on it. We'll do the truck's sitting so low right now, which it kind of, I wish it was that low at ride height, but it ain't. It's gonna be a little taller than that at ride height, but it's sitting at full bump at the front, and I don't know, might adjust the rear. But I ain't put shocks on yet. Shocks will come from here to somewhere in this area. Tube has not come in yet. Sunday, so hopefully tomorrow we'll get an answer on the tube. But here directly, I'm about to take it and go whiz. I'm gonna go through here and just spray black on all this stuff I welded out. Get the cap set, yeah. Spray black on all this, get the cap set back on it. I'll cut these off here, and then hopefully tubing will be here soon when we start building the cage. But while we're waiting on the stuff for the cage, we'll be able to mount the orbital, get a, what am I trying to think of words? Get a steering bar on it, get a ram on it, get the ram mounted. We can run these lines up to the orbital. We'll be able to run them in up to the orbital, to the pump. We'll be able to get wiring done, shifter done. There's a lot of things we can still do that we need done with just the cab on here before we gotta start caging it. Brakes, plumb the brakes, plumb fuel lines, all that. We're gonna try to do. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe y'all can envision this too. I'm thinking about doing, I think I got a 10-gallon fuel cell out there. So the back of the cab's like right here. Well, it should be, it's almost even with this. But I'm thinking right here in this hole, high enough for the dry shaft not to get to it, do the fuel cell. And then come up here above the fuel cell and kind of tilt back, but try to keep it under the back window so you can still look at the back. And we will do a radiator here. Probably gonna use a Cherokee radiator because it's short and long, and I think it'd be plenty of cooling capacity. And my goal, see if y'all's brains can understand. No, I'm not saying y'all are dumb. I'm just saying if y'all can picture what I'm picturing here. So you got the back of the cab, it'll be right here. I'm thinking we're gonna come out. We're gonna do something that kind of comes. I can't see. Okay, here we go. Something that kind of comes. We'll have our hoop. We'll drive up off of our hoop. We're gonna come back here. Obviously right here at the back of the axle, and then do a step and do a bend and then bend, and that way it's flat right here, just enough to set a cooler like a Yeti 45, So we'll be able to strap a cooler right here in the back. Might even be down here, because you know we'll be able to suck it low. But in the process, whenever this comes up and comes over, we're gonna make sure have a shock already mounted on the axle, bottomed out, and then we'll make it where it'll tie in right. I'm not the best cage doer 3000, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully make something slick. I've never built a tube back half like this. It's only a tube back here. There's nothing to hide it. So yeah, kind of nervous. I'm not nervous, but I'm what's the word for it? Kind of just in my own head about it. Keep thinking about it, trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. But I'm sitting here, got a lot of stuff going on in my head about it, and half of them things probably won't even happen. It'll probably go pretty smooth. Might not, but I don't know. We'll find out. These are here. Our rockers will end up getting cut back. I'm hoping while we have this bar here cut out, I'll be able to bend this back up, because you know we're dropped up like an inch or two over here. I guess from when I flipped it and everything landed up here on this corner, it drove all this down. Figure that out. I've got a yoke on the way. Ordered it last night. Got to turn that pinion angle down a little bit. I was hoping to get the dry shaft built before we set the cab on, so I ain't gonna lay under there and put it in, but it is what it is. Transmission cooler. I ain't never ran this cooler on anything, but it looks like a nice little cooler. Come with a fan. It's 10 AN. I think that deal will work out pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the update on it this week. Don't look a whole lot different, but it made, well, I guess from last week it does. It didn't have axles, nothing under it. But I don't know if we'll leave tires on it the whole time. I just wanted to bolt them on, really for the thumbnail. I think it'd look cool, and I want to see how it looks. So might take them back off. I don't know. We'll see when we start bending cage and working around them. Most definitely probably pull the backs off. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Pretty sure this is probably gonna be a little shorter of a video. I've just been head down, working my butt off, trying to get this 4-link done, and everything welded out on it, and everything welded out so we can get the cab back on it. That way we can start making some leaps and bounds towards all the wiring and all that stuff. Wiring harness came in a while ago and all that stuff, so I think we're on a good path. I don't know how many days are left. It'll be in the thumbnail, but I think we're gonna make it. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I know we're gonna make it. It's gonna be done, whether it likes it or not. Whatever curveball we get on, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna swing and knock her out the park. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the update. Hope y'all liking the way she's looking. And remember, if y'all want to check it out, New Year's we'll be at Wheeling in Northwest. So make sure to come out, hang out, let's have a good time. So that being said, appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next week.